Well, hello, Young and the Restless Daily Recap fans. That was a picture from yesterday's recap, as you can see. Today's daily recap is for Friday, September the 15th, 2023. Friday, September the 15th. You know what? Today's episode was not that good at all. I mean, ugh, goodness. And I forgot to do Comic Corner yesterday. So guess what? I'm doing Comic Corner today after this. But anyway, let's dive right into it. Audra and Tucker are walking down the stairs of the GCAC together. And Kyle is coming in the door. And Kyle's looking at the two and he goes, I didn't know you two still hung out with each other. And Audra looks at him. It's called friendship, Kyle. Tucker and I do connect from time to time to catch up. And Kyle just looks at her like, oh, okay, well, it's amazing, Tucker. You're supposed to be on your honeymoon with my Aunt Ashley, and you seem to be here catching up with Audra. And Tucker pretty much looks at Kyle as if, you know what? You're nothing to me, young Abbott. He says something a little curt to Kyle in the none of your business fashion. And he looked at Audra, he goes, thanks. And she goes, like, yeah, right? And he touches her arm and walks by, right? Audra's still just standing there. So Kyle said, so was this a little tete-a-tete? She looks at him and says, I have a meeting I have to get to there. And he goes, yeah, I'm going to that same meeting. And it's not for a while. So we've got some time. We could head upstairs. And she says, we're going to have to find another place other than my hotel suite if we're going to be discreet. And I've got some phone calls to make. I'm going to go do that. And she says, I'll see you at the meeting. Turns and walks out on him. Whoa, Kyle Abbott. See, you got a whiff of that change in attitude. You got a whiff of, and you know what that is. She was just rolling in the hay with Tucker. She hardly want to now roll around in the hay again. But you know what, everybody? Guess what I see? Typical soap opera fashion. You want to know what I see? Huda baby daddy. And I hope they do not do that. I am so sick of that. I'm sick of it. Audra is not the kind, even though she told Noah she was pregnant. That's a lie to me. I think she wanted to pull at his heartstrings. She wanted to make him feel guilty and bad for leaving her. She's not the kind to get pregnant like that. But in soap opera fashion, just like Sally, with Nick and Adam, gonna be Audra, Tucker, and Kyle. And that's gonna be so boring. So 100% boring. Oh. But you know what those Abbotts will do? Oh, now she is an Abbott. She's an Abbott baby mama. Oh, yeah. Diana will hate her, but that's still a grandchild. So now we have Ashley calls Jack. And Jackie, I told Tucker I wanted I couldn't walk away from our family, Jackie. No matter how, after our conversation, everything changed. No, it didn't, Ashley. Matter of fact, after Jack's conversation, no, after, well, yes, it did, because that's after Diane saved her. And though I want my sister back, I miss my brother. So yes, it did. Okay. But he's like, oh, she goes, but Tucker, he changed. He was so mean and he said hurtful things to me, Jack. And then I saw all along, because see, he said he wanted just me, Jackie, just me. And I want my family. And then he changed because I wouldn't go through, we still wanted the company with me and him. And he should have done what I wanted. And then with the hurtful things he said, I see he hasn't changed at all, Jackie. And Jack's like, oh, Ash, I hate you going through this. Just eating it up. Now, if Ashley's playing Jack, she sure got him hook, line, and sinker right there. My whole thing is, are you still up to something, Ashley? I'm not buying this. So she's I'm just still just regrouping here, but I'm okay. And watch out for Tucker, because an angry Tucker, he could be dangerous, Jackie. Oh, now he could be dangerous. Ashley. That was disappointing to me. Completely. I didn't like the way she was jerking Tucker around this whole year? Past year? Actually not a whole year, but she's been jerking him around for the last 6-7 months. Easy. So now we have Tucker's at Devon and Abby's, and Devon's talking to him. He wanted to find out what happened. And so Tucker tells him, and they have some flashback scenes. They have flashback scenes when Ashley was talking to Jack, and flashback scenes with Tucker and Devon. I did not see anything where Tucker was saying stuff that was so mean to Ashley, that she was saying he said horrible things. What horrible things? I didn't see him even in her flashback, right? And he told Devon, he said she did a complete 180. Because he goes, she said she couldn't leave her family. And Devon is like, is that so terrible? You know? He goes, it is, if that's not what she's been telling me all this time, Devon. I've given Ashley everything she wanted. Then we get to Paris for our honeymoon, and she does a 180 on me. She doesn't even want to now do our company that we already have in the works. I mean, all of this should have been avoided had she been honest, right? And so Devon says, okay, I can understand what you're saying too. And he goes, look, what happens between me and Ashley, that shouldn't affect me and you, right? And he says, as long as what you're telling me now is just a difference of, opinion between two married people, and it's something that you guys feel you can't get past, no, it doesn't affect me and you. But if I find out somehow you've done something to her to hurt her, then that's a different story. And he goes, no, I haven't done anything to her to hurt her. It's the other way around, you know? So Devon's like, well, no. Because really, it's like, then mind your business. And then Abby comes in, and my mother called me on the way home, and she said, you disrespected her, and you this, that, and the other. And he looked at Abby, and he's looking at Devon. He goes, that is absolutely not how that played out, right? And I'm surprised Ashley is saying that. And Abby, Abby, yeah, yeah, yeah. And Tucker just ended up leaving. And then Abby looks at Devon. I believe my mother. And blah, blah, blah. And Devon is just, look, trying to keep the peace. But I'm fast forwarding because I didn't care. I don't want to hear Abby's voice. I've heard too much of her over the past week. right? So either way, Devon is not going to cut Tucker off. Okay, so Abby can kiss that goodbye. Now, if Tucker does a hostile takeover of Jabot, then Devon might have a problem. But as it stands now, Devon don't have a problem. That's only Abby with the problem. She was the main one. Said I've had my doubts before the wedding that this was not a good thing. Yeah, you did. And you asked your mother, and you even said, I kind of think she got something else in mind. Yeah, she, so come on, don't play, Abby. So, Devon's just got to hear the huff and the puff and the pout. Oh, I can't stand Abby. She has nothing positive to offer anybody. And then Billy, because with the family, it was decided, oh yeah, okay, I'm going to pretend like I'm on the outs with the family because of what Jack told you. I mean, Tucker told you, Jack, that I was considering blah, blah, blah. I'm going to let him believe it drove a wedge. And Jack's like, but I don't like you going into the middle. And which is what Tracy was saying. No, this don't sound good. Mm-mm. But he's like, look, we need to know, is Tucker going to come at Jabot? We need to know. Since he outed me, hoping you would turn against me, we're going to let him think it. So he's talking to Tucker, saying, so since you're not back here with my sister, I can imagine it didn't go well. Tucker's like, Ashley's, Ashley's Ashley. Talk to Ashley. And then he's saying, yeah, but something Billy led with, and Tucker said, so now you're here talking to me. Why? And he goes, well, what did he say? And Billy says, well, you accomplished what you wanted. And he says, what do you mean? He says, oh, you told Jack that I was working with you and Ashley because I wanted to take over Jabot. You wanted to put a rift between me and my brother. And Tucker smiled. He says, well, you got what you wanted. And he goes, yeah, see? And he says, so I still believe that I am the best person to run Jabot. So I'm here, to see, how can we make that happen, or how can I assist? And Tucker just looked at him and said, yeah, I don't know, because like, I don't trust you. Something, he kind of blew him off, and he went upstairs, but he didn't blow him off in a manner of, I don't have any plans. It's just, I'm not saying nothing to you right now. Right. So Billy's just looking because he's thinking, okay, I made a little inroad here. So that's how that ended. Nothing good, nothing from Victoria, nothing from the big blowout happened at all. We just had nothing stuff the last 2 days. So let's go to Comment Corner. Sherry says, remember Abby told Devon during the wedding planning that she thought her mom was up to something. Yep. And Nathonia, or Natonia. If Phyllis teams up with Tucker, it's because she has a plan of her own, because she knows Tucker is dirty and she isn't trying to be under his thumb. So if she teams up, she's got a plan of her own. That's my opinion. I don't think she will team up. If she does, Phyllis is going to get exactly what she deserves. She had to go to Adam to get from under Tucker's thumb. So she needs to stay out of that. Now she might say, I'm going to do it to see, that make sure my daughter's company stays intact, but no, she's going to be viewed as the enemy if she goes. She won't alienate her children like that. Phyllis shouldn't. I don't know. But Phyllis, we never know what she's going to do. I Am says, Nikki has never been warm towards Adam. Summer was delusional when she and Kyle first got together. Now Chance, I know. And then I am says Summer is her mother's daughter. Summer doesn't want that heat. Sharon will eat her alive, and it will not matter that she's Nick's daughter. Yeah, Sharon is used to fighting the big girls. Sharon's used to fighting Phyllis and the likes, right? The only reason Nick and Phyllis ended up together was the tragic loss of Cassie, and Nick's head was all over the place, right? His grief. LaShanta says, remember, Vicky came up with the idea to sue Victor. Now she's going to make him seem incompetent. I can't wait till she gets hers. We're going to see what she's going to do. Wouldn't that be interesting? She puts her little underhanded plan into action with Nate. And it would be interesting if intern Adam is the one that busts them out. That would be interesting. LaShanta also says, I hope both Vicky and Nate get fired. Nikki won't go against Victor. See, Nikki hates Adam, but look at her daughter. I blame them. She is entitled and gets her way. She always has been entitled and got her way. So, but now she's going to do some dirt. Okay. She going to play with the big boys because Victor's done more dirt than Victoria has ever done in her lifetime. So anyway, everybody, that's it. That's it for Comic Corner. I will be back next week for another daily recap of The Young and the Restless. I think right now we're on a slowdown. I really, really do. Ugh. All right, everybody, have a great weekend.